Attack on Pearl Harbor, a pivotal moment in World War II. Imagine a tranquil Sunday morning shattered by the roar of engines and the thunder of explosions. December 7, 1941, a date etched in infamy, marked the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, forever changing the course of history. This event propelled the United States into World War II, a conflict that would reshape the global landscape. On December 7, 1941, the Imperial Japanese Navy Air Service launched a devastating surprise military strike. Their target was the United States naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. This act of aggression was a pivotal moment, directly leading to the United States' entry into World War II. The attack caught the American forces completely off guard. The devastation was immense, and the repercussions were far-reaching. Pearl Harbor became a symbol of vulnerability and a catalyst for national unity. The attack on Pearl Harbor didn't occur in a vacuum. It was the culmination of rising tensions between Japan and the United States. Japan's expansionist policies in Asia were a major source of friction. Japan sought to establish a Greater East Asia co-prosperity sphere, a euphemism for Japanese dominance. This ambition clashed directly with American interests and principles. The United States responded with economic pressure. The U.S. imposed economic sanctions against Japan, including a crucial oil embargo. This embargo severely hampered Japan's war machine and economy. Negotiations between the two countries reached a standstill, with neither side willing to compromise. Japan's leadership came to believe that war with the United States was inevitable. They saw a preemptive strike as their only chance to achieve their goals. This decision, born of desperation and ambition, would have catastrophic consequences. The attack on Pearl Harbor was meticulously planned under the code name Operation Z. The Japanese assembled a formidable force, including 6 aircraft carriers. These carriers carried over 350 aircraft, ready to unleash destruction. The attack was launched in 2 waves. The first wave targeted battleships and airfields, aiming to cripple the U.S. Pacific Fleet. The second wave focused on cruisers, destroyers, and support vessels, ensuring maximum damage. At 7:55 a.m. Hawaiian time, the first bombs began to fall. The attack lasted approximately 2 hours, leaving a trail of destruction and death in its wake. The element of surprise was complete. The attack on Pearl Harbor resulted in immense devastation. 8 U.S. battleships were damaged, with 4 sunk to the bottom of the harbor. Other ships, including cruisers and destroyers, were also damaged or destroyed. Over 180 aircraft were destroyed, leaving the U.S. air defenses crippled. The human cost was staggering. More than 2,400 Americans, both military personnel and civilians, lost their lives. The attack transformed Pearl Harbor into a scene of chaos and destruction. Burning ships, shattered aircraft, and the cries of the wounded filled the air. The United States had suffered a devastating blow. In the short term, the attack on Pearl Harbor appeared to be a strategic success for Japan. The U.S. Pacific Fleet was crippled, at least temporarily. This allowed Japan to proceed with its conquests in Southeast Asia and the Pacific. Without immediate U.S. interference, Japan quickly seized territories across the region. They captured the Philippines, Malaya, and other strategic locations. Japan seemed unstoppable. However, this initial success masked a fatal miscalculation. The attack on Pearl Harbor would ultimately prove to be a strategic blunder of immense proportions. The attack on Pearl Harbor galvanized American public opinion like nothing before. A previously divided nation was united in its support for war. The attack transformed isolationist sentiment into a burning desire for revenge. President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed the nation, declaring December 7th a date which will live in infamy. His powerful speech resonated deeply with the American people. Congress swiftly declared war on Japan. The United States entered World War II with a newfound sense of purpose and determination. The attack on Pearl Harbor had backfired spectacularly on Japan. They had awakened a sleeping giant. The industrial might of the United States was unleashed. American factories churned out tanks, planes, and ships at an unprecedented rate. The U.S. played a crucial role in the Allied victory. Japan's initial successes were ultimately overshadowed by the overwhelming power of the United States. Japan suffered defeat and unconditional surrender in 1945. The attack on Pearl Harbor had sealed their fate. The attack on Pearl Harbor remains a potent symbol of surprise attack. It serves as a reminder of the importance of vigilance and preparedness. The event also stands as a symbol of national unity in the face of adversity. The attack on Pearl Harbor is a stark reminder of the unforeseen consequences of aggression. It demonstrates how a seemingly successful military operation can backfire spectacularly. The lessons of Pearl Harbor continue to resonate today. The attack on Pearl Harbor is a crucial event in world history. It shaped the course of World War II and the post-war world. Understanding this event is essential for understanding the 20th century. The attack on Pearl Harbor was a turning point in history, a moment that forever changed the world. Now we encourage you to delve deeper into this pivotal event. Explore primary source accounts, visit museums, and engage in discussions to fully grasp the complexities and consequences of that fateful day. Share this video with others to ensure that the lessons of Pearl Harbor are never forgotten. Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth historical analyses and documentaries. Let us remember the past so we can build a better future.